I think there is some upsides to this new COVID-19 world, and one is that we can get the best speakers because it's we have no borders. It's a short distance. We can have a larger audience, which is also good, and it's efficient, and we can all work together. But I hope we will work together to open the new world, as Joe will show in his presentation.
Today, I'm going to talk about RNAi-based genetically modified crops.
There is a huge part of this that is education, and that education has to be done in the right way. If it's not done the right way, it's going to be felt like it's propaganda.
And the whole point of that research project was to explore science communication issues related to pandemics. Who's talking? Because it's not the Prime Minister, and it's not the Minister of Health and Care Services. It's the Director General of the Norwegian Institute of Public Health. So for months now, Norway, along with a lot of other countries, have to a large extent been run based heavily on the advice from scientific communities.
Most of the good things in the modern world come from science.
That a lot of the first vaccines targeted at COVID are actually based on mRNA. So we'll have to see how the public uptake and understanding of the underlying mechanism there might help.
The therapeutic approaches to cure the diseases.
Crops versus vaccines will probably be perceived in different ways.
But this is the beginning of the way out of the bubble.
Even though I had a change of heart myself.
And this brings back one of the earlier sessions of this webinar series where we had Mark Linus talking about his journey from somebody who was burning GMOs to being pro-GMO.
People eat nucleic acids, animals eat nucleic acids every day.
Just let's not be too naive about how debates work and how it can be fairly negative experience.
You know, there is no difference in the public perception between mRNA or dsRNA, RNAi. All of these things for the general public are mixed up together and often considered things, DNA related. Expression of science, and actually through the book, experiments in trying various ways of talking about GMO, which obviously is different from our point of view.
Because Google Trends is a relatively new technology, newer than RNAi. So we can see is that this is basically a knowledge, right?
The Nobel Prize winner, Daniel Kahneman, talks about something called the focusing illusion, which means we all overestimate the importance of a thing that's right in front of us right now.
If RNAi actually has what it takes to become a major public controversy.
You need truthful metaphors to explain things. Finding that middle ground is really tricky, and it's really, really important we get that one right.
You know, if you can take this out into the public and RNAi becomes seen as, well, you've already got RNA there for COVID vaccines. If it's also an antiviral therapeutic, RNAi gets seen as that. Maybe it's something which can even cure cancer. I mean, then you're in a different place.
Actually, bees and butterflies are particularly important. Pollinators are loved and understood by people.
How do we talk so that people understand what we're trying to say?
RNA is something that trains. It's a training mechanism. It doesn't allow you to do things that you couldn't do otherwise. Yeah, it's your RNA coach. Thank you, Hilda.
Thank you. I will miss you big time. I hope to see you in situ soon. So thanks to you all.